In this video, we are going to see how we can create a learning plan. So you will find the learning plan menu item on your left hand side menu bar. Once you click on it, you will come to the manage learning plans area. Here, if you already have a lot of learning plans created, they will show up here. We will cover more about them in the reporting section, but as a quick view, all the learning plans that you have created will show up here. You can segregate them as per if they are enabled, disabled, they are upcoming, or they already are completed. For every learning plan card view, you will be able to see how many have got enrolled, how many have already started, and how many of them have completed, and you will find other relevant information also on this card view. You can enable or disable by clicking on this toggle button. You can also toggle the view of what you see by going here and shifting from a card view to a list view. In the list view, you will see a table like format. You can control what you see by coming to the show hide columns area here, from where you can select or deselect the columns that you want to view, which is the relevant information for that particular learning plan. Okay, now let's quickly come back to the card view, and we want to start creating a new learning plan. So to create a new learning plan, click on add new from the learning plan menu in the manage learning plans area. We clicked on add new. So you will come to the create learning plan page. So here you can start creating the learning plan by giving it a name. So let's say we want to create a test learning plan. Learning plan basically is a learning journey that you are creating for your learners. You can flesh out the description of your learning plan. This is the information that will be visible to your users to know more about this learning plan that you have created. You can upload an image from here as per the sizes given, and you can also assign this learning plan to a particular profile. Profile, in short, is the grouping of learners together as per if they have common or similar learning needs. So you can assign the profile to whom you are creating this learning journey for from here. You can start typing the name, and you will be able to see all the learner profiles that you already have created in the system. You can assign certain tags to your learning plan to assign more meta information about your learning journey, and then you can schedule it. You can schedule it from a date and time to a date and time, and your learning plan will only get activated during this time period that you set for them. Now from this area, there are two other menu items. One is lock sequence, which basically means that if you're creating a quick learning plan in which you want your learners to complete your activities one by one and they are not allowed to skip any activity, then you can set it up from here. You will also be able to do some granular sequencing or triggering of your modules inside the learning plan once we start creating the learning plan, but this is a quick way of ensuring that the learning plan is set up in a way where all the activities or modules that you have assigned, they get completed in sequence that you have set. Second option that you will see is a continuous module, which basically means that all the modules that you have set up, they will get triggered one after the other without the learner coming back to the dashboard or going to the leaderboard or any other engagement activity that you otherwise would plan in a pace which is over a period of time and it has multiple modules or activities in it. So this is the area where you will be able to set up the gamification for this learning plan, which is points, badges, and leaderboard. Okay, in this area, we will start creating the learning plan or stacking the modules together in sequence. So let's start that activity. So we click on add module to add the first module of your learning plan, and you can choose what you want to add. If it is a lesson, then you click here and you start typing the name of the lesson. So you bring that in. The moment you bring that in, you will see that there will be a tag called lessons to remind you what this particular activity is. And here you will see more granular control over how you want this module to be set up. Okay, let's look at some more configurations that you can set up. So for the lessons, you will see that if you want the lesson, if you want the learner to be not able to come back and review what he has done once, then you can click and activate this piece here which says disable review, which means that they cannot come back to it after they have completed it once, more on the lines of self-destruct messages from Mission Impossible. There is also an option to set if you want to collect some feedback on the quality of the experience for the learners. So you can click on rating and you can enable rating and feedback pop up after the completion of the module, and you can also choose to make it mandatory for learners to rate before they move on. In the advanced section, you can set up this particular module to also be associated with a certificate. So people who complete this particular module can also receive a certificate of completion of a particular module, and you can also set it up at the level of the learning plan. So let's now create our second module, or bring in a second module, and let that be a quiz type this time. So I've selected a quiz and I've clicked on OK. Now you see that another module has come up here with a tag called quiz at this end, and here the activation is enabled. So the way activation works is that I can enable this module immediately, which means at the time of the learning plan going live, the modules that are set for immediate activation will all be available for the learners to complete and attempt. You can also add some delay, saying that this module will get enabled after, let's say, 10 minutes of completion of previous module.